Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
We had tons and tons of travel opportunities scheduled, and now we're having to pull back, and man, it sucks, because when you get something planned, you get jacked up about it, and then when you got to pull the plug on it, you're like, it's just such a letdown.
I know, and especially for a 9-year-old looking forward to one of those trips, I'm like, God, buddy, I'm sorry. So we're going to plan something for his birthday, a birthday getaway. But in between now and then, I'm like, let's pick a couple of staycations, because Derek and I are going to Mexico. So he already feels like he's being left out with that.
He is.
He is.
My kids, I tell them right away, you're being left out.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about it. It's just the way it is.
I just said it's adults only. You wouldn't have fun.
When you turn 18, if you'd like to go with mom and dad and all their listeners,
Yep.
then you can roll. Until then, stay home and shut the hell up.
So we took the laptop, we sat on the couch, and I said, let's explore. Where do you want to go? So we start looking, and he's like, oh my God, look at this room. Look at that big jacuzzi in that room. And I'm like, all I see are how many people bumped it in that. And
when
I'm
you're
like,
dating,
yeah.
it's super hot and sexy because
Yep.
you're pretty sure you're going to get some. When you're married without kids, pretty hot and sexy because you know you're probably going to get some. Then you have kids and all you see is a cup of DNA.
Yeah. I can't even imagine what is sucked up in those jets.
They're never cleaned.
Because this place is not cleaning it. I guarantee. I looked well into the reviews. Like, there's no way that this is a clean jacuzzi. But we're staying there, and I'm just going to shower after, and I'm going to let him play.
Bleach after. You should have a hazmat suit when you go into that thing.
I know. I'm going to have to spray him down for sure because he's going to be in there. But, like, how weird is it that a jacuzzi is 4 feet from the bed?
What if your 9-year-old ends up pregnant? Your 9-year-old son ends up pregnant from that jacuzzi.
Then
that could be a thing.
We're going to be in the Guinness World Record books.
We're going to own that hotel.
But, I mean, Derek's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I sent him the link. He's like, there is water right next to where we sleep. I'm like, I've never stayed in a hotel with a jacuzzi.
I've stayed in one with a jacuzzi, but it was like way in the corner of the room, and it was up. You know what I mean? Like this one you're telling me is sunk into the floor?
Oh, my God. When we stayed in Mazatlan for the Party Plane to Paradise 2 years ago, there was a jacuzzi on our private balcony. And I'm just saying, like, I know what goes on in these jacuzzis because
you were one of them?
I gave Gretchen's husband a show. You're welcome, John. But I'm just, I don't know. I'm just
hit us up real quick. Is this classy or trashy to have the jacuzzi in the room?
It's trashy. All right. So Liam and I were sitting on the couch yesterday, and I said, come on, buddy, let's book a couple of staycations because we had to cancel our big one. And he found a hotel that jived with his ideas that he wanted a jacuzzi in the room. And I'm like, all I see are curly fries.
I feel
That's
dirty.
It.
Just nasty, dirty.
Curly fries. He's like, oh, someone left a balloon in here. Get out. Get out.
There just has to be so much DNA in a hot tub.
All right. So Natasha actually put things into perspective. And I get this, Natasha. She says, since COVID, we actually only book rooms with jacuzzis because the hot tubs and pool areas are closed because of COVID.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So if you have kids and they want to have some water fun, that makes sense to me. But
glad that nobody in our family has like we have a hot tub outside our walkout in the basement, and so we use that a lot. But I've never had any one of my kids be like, "Hey, we have to stay in one of the hot tub suites or the jacuzzi suites."
Yeah.
And Dan, you said it gets worse. This was your girlfriend, right?
We rented a hotel room and she decided to put bubbles in the jacuzzi that we had.
Oh no!
And it basically filled the room.
Oh.
She not realizing a jacuzzi already makes bubbles.
Yeah.
She put the little tiny bubble things you get in the hotel room. She put the entire thing in the jacuzzi and she turned it on. And I went to go get ice, and I came back, and the room was completely filled.
See,
and there's no cleaning that up. Like, that would take forever.
I could see this with your boneheaded kid and husband. You're like, I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to order a pizza. I'm going to wait for the pizza. They pour all the bubbles in there.
That would just be a Derek idea. He'd be like, come on, buddy. This is going to be so fun. We'll make Santa faces.
We have teamed up with Deerwood Bank again to give away another $2,500 scholarship. Now, you don't have to be going to a 4-year or even a 2-year college. As long as you are extending your education, I urge you to go to 1047kcld.com or text the word change to 251-1047 so we can hook you up with $2,500 to ease the burden on your forthcoming education, but you in turn have to use in 104 words or less a little bit of knowledge and convince us that you're ready to change the world.
All right, so this one came in over the weekend from Allie from Tech High School. My job counselor told me to write you about my passion for furthering my education in skincare. I would love to be an esthetician. I have had bad skin for about 4 years and has taken a turn for the better with a new esthetician that my mom found. My confidence has never been higher. I want to make sure that other kids can handle their hormonal face breakouts and not feel like their life is ruined. Allie. Amazing.
I like it. It's a different angle. It's not, we get a lot of people that are like, hey, I'm going to school for business. I would like to change the world by being a business person.
Yeah.
Convince us.
This has a personal feel.
Convince us you're ready to help change the world. That when you're done with school, the world will be a better place. If you can do that, we got $2,500 for you. The word is change. And if you want to text that to 251-1047, you can get in on this. And again, not only for high school seniors, but for anyone advancing their education. If you've had your family, you decide you're going to go back and be a nurse, or you want to go to truck driving school, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, she had mentioned that her counselor told her to do that. So if you're a school counselor, if you have any pull in school, make sure that you shoot out an email or let the students know that this is this is free money. So all they have to do in 104 words or less, just tell us how they're going to change the world.
Radio Paparazzi.
All right, so Martha Stewart, she dropped Anthony Hopkins like a bad habit because she, in her head, just couldn't get over one film role.
I dated Sir Anthony Hopkins, but broke up with him because I couldn't stop thinking of him as Hannibal Lecter. I have a big, scary house in Maine that's way by itself on 100 acres in the forest, and I couldn't even imagine taking Anthony Hopkins there.
Yeah.
I couldn't, because all I could think of was him eating,
Right. Wait, did you date him?
Yeah.
And you stopped because of that?
Ellen is a
Bad listener. Yeah, she said that right up front. Where's the...
I dated Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Wait, did you date him?
Date him?
Jesus.
Okay. Anyway, you remember this scene. Are you ready for some big news?
Immediately, my feet began to sweat as those two fluffy little bunnies with the blue button eyes stared sappily up at me.
You look like a deranged Easter bunny.
I love Randy's laugh. Peter Billingsley announcing that he will return as an adult Ralphie in a sequel to Christmas Story. So we were researching this morning. There was one in 2012 called A Christmas Story 2, kind of a poor man's Christmas story. I think now that Ralphie's actually coming back.
So it's Ralphie and his wife and his kids are coming back home for a real Christmas experience.
A magical Christmas. You know everything is going to go awry. You know they're going to end up having Chinese food.
He's going to get an adult Easter bunny suit.
Yep. I think I might give it a chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is what we need to look forward to for the winter of 2022.
So I think if you're looked at as like a sex symbol for so long, like Kevin Bacon was, you don't want to put out a video like this because it's just going to tarnish that reputation. He and his wife, Kira Sedgwick, they found some ukuleles and now they just serenade goats all day.
Oh, my God. They're losing it. They're clearly losing it.
You go to the loony bin. Who's been saying that? Everybody's been
Happy
saying
goats, though.
Yeah, no doubt. Blowing out their candles today, we have golfer Jack Nicklaus turning 82, Ms. Gina Davis, who looks sexy at 66, and Emma Bunton, Baby Spice, is 46 today.
It's now time for
Dramatic Facebook reads. Inspired by the actress that did this for Britney's tweets, I'm like, we could scroll through our socials and find something to dramatically read.
You ready?
I can't believe you're not doing Tanya's.
The thing is, if I do my sister every time we do this, nobody else is going to be able to troll her with it.
That's true.
I'm trying to make sure that everybody has a reason to come after my sister.
That's nice of you.
In a straight-on path.
All right.
Would you like to do the first one today?
Yeah, this one is Elisa, randomly found through a Facebook scroll. You ready? Please take down, if not, okay. ISO local estimates to build a pole barn metal building. Estimates from start to finish. Please PM. Thank you. I love the style, and I feel that this is going to be a smart and environmentally friendly move for our family. Nice pose.
Wow.
I want one of those. Go.
Today, my post comes from a lawyer friend of mine named Jason. Sweet! Won a speeding ticket court trial this afternoon. Deficiencies in the state's case, lack of evidence identifying the driver, and evidence of the setup of the radar, whether it was working properly or not.
Is he allowed to put that stuff on Facebook?
Yeah, I think as long as you don't he even post what government center courthouse he was at when he won. I think as long as you don't present anything that, I'm sure it's public domain, but I'm sure as long as you don't say, who the defendant was.
Oh my God, I don't want my lawyer singing like a canary.
Winning speeding tickets. That's what it's all about. Is that an offensive term? Or is it cutesy?
What?
Fun size.
Fun size?
Yeah.
As you referring to Alex Kendall on Fox 9?
Yeah, she's...
Fun size insinuates you're going to have some fun with that short person.
What happens is we've got the TV on in the studio all the time in case something breaks, right? And it's usually on Channel 9 because Kat and I make up our own... what we do is we don't have the volume on because otherwise you'd hear it, through the microphones, right?
So we narrate.
We do. We see what story they're talking about or something, and then we make up like what we would sound like on the news, and we give them witty nicknames, and we make up backstories about the news anchors, even though we know nothing about them. And so when I see Alex Kendall, they usually put everybody on the news on the same level. They'll use little boxes or chairs that they sit on so that it looks like they're all having the same head height. But she's a lot shorter. She's got to be like 5'2" or 5'3". She's a lot shorter than everybody else. And then they do this on Friday, this random dancing thing where they play a song as they're going to commercial, and then all the news people will just kind of dance. Even the producers will get in on it.
She's the only one that's fly. All the rest live up to what you think news people are like.
They look stiff.
They're just squares. They honestly are.
So Alex Kendall's like 6'8" inches shorter than everybody else. And so as they're panning over, I'm like, she's fun sized. She looks like she's having a good time. But is that an offensive term? If you're a lady and you're petite or smaller or shorter, is fun size offensive? Could we get canceled by you saying that Alex Kendall is fun size? Could we get canceled?
I did not say it.
But if you did.
I don't think so.
I think it's a term of endearment.
I think it just shows you look like a good time. And
which means what?
She looks like a firecracker. Like she would totally beat you in a margarita drinking contest. Don't you feel?
Yeah. We should try it. How we feeling today, man? Lucky?
Hopefully, right?
My old man always used to say it's better to be lucky than good. So let's roll into No Time to Google. Thanks to Sylvan Learning Center. You know the drill. You're going to get 3 questions. You must answer them quickly and accurately. Therefore, there is no time to Google. Do so, and you get $100 cash. We do want you to win, so we'll even give you a lifeline. If you're not really sure of one of your answers, just say lifeline. We'll help you through with some music. You ready to roll?
Yep.
Good luck. By the way, if you want $100 right now, how do you spend it this weekend? What's the first thing you start going to purchase?
I'll purchase some supplies for my daughter's birthday party.
Oh, nice. How old?
6.
Nice. That's fun age, man. All right. Well, hey, good luck. Let's get it started. Your first question is always the easiest, but please bear in mind that there is no time to Google.
The word gasoline starts with what letter?
G.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right.
Were you worried for a second? You're like, G?
Well, he thought he was probably going to be talking to me. He thought I was going to be like, what? Because I'm the OG around here.
I'm like,
you sure are old. Okay.
Question number 2. Shane, good luck. There is no time to Google.
Daniel Radcliffe played this main character of a very popular movie series. What was the character's name?
Harry Potter.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right. You're totally right.
It's his cat's nickname in the bedroom. All right. Last question for one.
I can't have one secret around here.
$100. You still got your lifeline. Looking good for your daughter. What's her name, by the way? I want to give her some love just in case you fail.
Liliana.
All right, Liliana.
That's beautiful.
Happy birthday. Hopefully Daddy doesn't fail you in a big, big way. But keep in mind, Shane, there is no time to Google your final question.
What country would you find K2? A mountain.
Lifeline.
Oh, he's in a time.
That'd be
Lifeline.
Pakistan.
I don't think I would have known that.
You wouldn't?
I don't think I would have had that. All
Would
right,
you
Shane.
choose to go up with a Sherpa or would you go alone?
Oh, alone.
You wouldn't want a guide?
No. If I'm doing it, I'm doing it alone. That's cheating.
I wouldn't want to bring someone along to drag my body back down.
Yeah.
I would
Plus,
for surely die.
I would find the language barrier annoying.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
I
real
wouldn't be able
culturally
to concentrate.
accepting of you.
Well, it's just the way I am. Shane, here's what you're going to do. You're going to now pick a decade of music. You want to go with the 70s or the 80s or the 90s, 20 to 2010, 2010 to 2020, or post 2020. And once you make your choice, we'll queue up 5 seconds of a really popular jam, and then you'll get 5 seconds to give us the artist and title. So, where's your honey hole?
Dude, I'm terrible with music, but we'll go 2010 to 2020.
All right, between the years of 2010 and 2020, this was a monster jam on KCLD. You're going to get 5 seconds of it. Go, boys.
First things first,
On the run.
All right, now 5 seconds to give us artist and title. Go, Shane. Liliana.
I play that song all the time too, and I just don't
Wrong.
Dang it.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Drop it down and let the whole world feel it.
It's Fancy from Charlie XCX and Iggy Azalea.
Dang.
Iggy by Fancy, that's what I would have said.
Yeah, I would have had that. I would have given it to you, man. You
It's
were
a good 6-year-old party starter song, by the way. So you pump that jam.
I know. I've actually got that on my YouTube, or on that YouTube, but my Touch Tunes deal.
Nice.
Haven't played it in a while.
Well,
That's a good one.
re-engage yourself and just know how bad it hurts every time you hear it now, okay?
All right.
All right, man. Have a great weekend. Wish your daughter happy birthday from us, all right?
It's waffle time.
I discovered the glories of the Waffle House.
I think it ought to be that boy down at the Waffle House.
Where's my waffle?
The nice thing about the Waffle House is the menu is all pictures.
One thing that we're missing is a Waffle House. We don't have one. We have to hear from it in the news. You know, there's always a Waffle House in the news. Somebody overtipped. There's a shootout.
The best thing is that's where, like, y'all had a one spot that you could go if you went to, like, a bigger school after a night of partying.
Yeah.
Saturday morning at 5:12, there was a group of you all strung out, and you had one place that was sympathetic towards your needs and your wants at that time. And Waffle House is usually that place.
God, I would go there in a heartbeat. Get one of those big waffles. Then you got the crunchy chicken on top. And then you got the syrup
Some people will just
cascading
sit,
down.
drink coffee for 4 or 5 hours there waiting for something to go down.
Now they're going to put a romantic spin on it for Valentine's Day. Over 150 of the Waffle House restaurants, they're going to dim their lights. They're going to set the tables real nice. White tablecloths. They'll have some drippy candles. And then they'll have their special menu. You can call for reservations. And I think that'd be kind of funny. I would be okay with going to something like that. But if I had to set up my most romantic meal for Valentine's Day, it comes in a big plastic bag. Have you ever watched those on TikTok? Where the girls are taking, like, the crab legs out of that crab boil bag?
No.
And their fingernails are like Kylie Jenner long, and they're covered in, like, the red butter.
Jeez.
Red garlic butter, and then they slurp all of the crab meat out of the shell.
Gonna throw up.
And then they eat the corn, and they take their shrimp out of, and the shrimp still have their little feet. That's what I want for Valentine's Day. I don't know if Derek's going to make it happen, because I don't know if we have a place like that. We used to have spicy crab and crawfish. Remember when Amber and I would go there?
Yeah.
We'd
What
get our
happened to that
crawfish
place?
on. You'd
That thing was quick-lived, wasn't it?
take their head off, and then you'd suck their body out. Their little black eyes would be staring right at you the whole time.
You have issues.
I have seafood issues. I really do. I love seafood. If I get deserted on an island, I'm good. There's no problem
You have
with
the
me.
skills to catch them?
I'll find them. I'll catch them. I'll boil them. I'll make my own seasoning from tree trunks.
That's not how that works.
I'll figure it out. But what would be your ideal Valentine's Day?
Well, like for me, what would be most romantic is just some chicken strips.
Get with it.
An IPA, and an edible for dessert.
Really?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some chicken strips.
You know a guy?
Maybe a good. I do know a guy, and I'm thinking but I want it to be not so known as an edible. I want the brownie.
Yeah.
But then I want the ice cream.
Oh,
and
a
the whipped
la mode.
cream. Yeah, right, with the whipped cream and some chocolate drizzle and maybe a couple of sprinkles.
And then before you know it, you're just laughing at nothing.
Right. Then, just farting in the bathtub.
See, I don't mind edibles. I think that they're a fun sneak. You know, you just, so I hear, you can, take a little bite out of a cookie and then you're just like, everything's funny and you relax.
It's a great airport food.
No, I wouldn't do an edible before I fly.
You don't do too much. You gotta listen.
That's where I would go wrong. You know me in sweets.
You can't go like one. You can't go 1 or 100. You've got to find a happy middle. Like you should be at like a 12.
See, that's why I would love to go to Amsterdam. They have space cake.
That would be bad for you.
I know. That's the thing. Like they'd have to give me the proper portions. Or I go crazy on cake. Trending is Nick Cannon's answer as to what his biggest insecurity is in the bedroom.
I'm going to tell you, I definitely have an insecurity when it comes with being intimate. I've been skinny all my life. So therefore, I've never liked to be completely naked. It's usually like I hide under the cover. Yeah. As much as I boast about being in shape and stuff, you got to have some type of clothing, some type of socks. So that's my insecurity.
Some type of socks to take away from the Slender Man look in the bedroom.
Because you look like you could hula hoop through a Cheerio.
Yeah.
I don't think socks help.
I think for guys, that's a big deal. Like, don't you want to feel like you can just manhandle your woman, right? Like...
No.
No?
I don't exactly.
You don't want that?
I don't toss her around or anything.
Shame on you. But I want to know, what is your biggest insecurity when it comes to making coffee? Like, what is it that gets up here a little bit? Gets up in your mind.
All right. I've never talked about this before, and my wife's going to kill me.
Oh, my God, amazing.
She's absolutely going to kill me for this. But my wife is a big fan of making sure that if there's anyone else in the house, that there's noise going on. She will turn on our shower, and she will even turn on the TV.
You make coffee when people are in the house?
Well, yeah, I don't wait for people to leave my house.
What?
There's a lock on the door.
I would never be able to get into it.
But sometimes, so I'm a fan of watching Impractical Jokers before I go to bed. There has been more than once that something very funny has happened on the TV, and I've lost concentration, and I started laughing. And as a partner... she immediately thinks that I'm laughing at something she's done. But I'm not. I'm just like, Sal said something really funny.
Don't ever put on a comedy. Put on Titanic.
I don't.
Put usually, on Shawshank.
Listen, when that girl is ready, I don't go channel surfing. I take an opportunity, I turn the TV on, and I move on.
Yeah.
And so my biggest insecurity is laughing at something funny. That's because I multitask very well.
Yeah.
I can watch TV and make her happy.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I would say one of my insecurities is just like alone hair. You know, like one that you
spit up coffee.
One that you might have missed. And
straggler.
It's in my mind. I know he doesn't care. But I'm like, oh God, I know it's there.
You
know what I mean?
People are really going to text in their insecurities here.
I hope so. Text in what your biggest insecurity is. We won't say your name or anything like that. We might name off some of them, but just say, what is one thing that really trips you up? And you have to make sure that everything is perfect. For Nick Cannon, he has to wear socks to take away from his skinny frame.
Let's begin now.
All right, let's get after it. The Finally Friday edition of the Playhouse is a go, and welcome to the big show, Kat. How you living?
Living the dream, man. Ready for the weekend, but then I'm like, what weekend? Like, when you look at everything you have to freaking do, then you're like, well, it's going to fly by. Before I know it, it's going to be Monday, so. But I think it's going to be a good one. We have basketball and baseball.
Nice. Starting baseball stuff already.
Yeah, they have 2 weekends, 2 Sundays of clinics, and then they have open houses on Sundays, which is fun to have the whole field house to learn how to play or whatever. Now I'm on the baseball board, so I'm kind of a big deal, and I have to help out. But
and how do you think you'll help these young athletes?
Well, since I played for about 12 years, I am going to take their entries and get them signed up. So, that's my job.
Do you even own a glove?
I do own a glove. Why do you have to talk down to me about that?
I've never seen you.
We played softball together.
That was not playing ball.
on a baseball field together.
I've never seen anybody run from a ball before. Most people go towards it. You would.
I'm a good player. I taught my son how to play. He's very good. So
I'm not doubting his skills.
it's gonna be fun.
Guys, woke up to some very sad news.
This is awful.
We lost Meatloaf.
I don't even want my dad to find out.
Oh, he's going to be struck, huh?
You know when he'll find out when he looks on the interweb next year? He's going to be like, did you read this?
Now, not only was he just like a rock icon because he really embraced that whole let's take a song and make it into almost like an opera or a play. I mean, Paradise by the Dashboard Light is an 8-minute song. And it got played on the radio. That would never happen today.
This wasn't even my favorite one. It was Objects in the Rear.
Bad Outta Hell was just an amazing album. And then later in life went on to be a pretty successful actor, too. A lot of people remember him as Bob from the movie Fight Club.
Yep.
He was the Bob with the big boobs.
Or the bouncer from Wayne's World.
Right. And I think he was also in a movie with Steve Martin called Leap of Faith.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever remember that one.
He was on Celebrity Apprentice, where you saw a different side of him. I don't know if you saw a side that you liked about him.
Pretty competitive guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but R.I.P. to Meatloaf. Just when you think it couldn't get worse.
Oh. It's been a rough 21 days, man. We've lost a lot of
This year has
people.
taken forever. It is so cold outside.
I know. It's not fun. And I forgot to fill up my gas.
You'll be all right.
Don't look at me ever again like that.
No, what I was trying to think was, I was thinking of like, how low are you?
30 miles left.
Oh, that's getting low.
It's really low. And I went to the gas station today to get my triple shot. And then I'm like,
You forgot to get gas.
I didn't want to stand outside. I was like, I don't want to get gas.
You know you can get back in your car while it's pumping.
I've heard that.
Or you could have went in while it's pumping.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Well, no, it's either you pay at the pump now at Quick Trip or you pay after.
No, but you went in to get a double shot of caffeine, right?
Yeah.
So you could have just started the pump, paid at the pump, walked in, and been warm while you're getting your caffeine, and then walk out and be done pumping gas.
You can't leave your car while your gas is pumping.
I do it every day.
There's a huge sign that says, do not leave your car unattended.
There's signs all over this planet that I don't listen to.
God, please don't say this on the radio.
Those are suggestions, not rules.
Oh, my God.
The cops didn't put that there. Quick Trip put that there.
Okay. It's illegal.
It's not. Listen, anyone that works at a gas station, call now. It is not illegal to go into the gas station while the gas pump is running.
Can you imagine being involved in a huge gasoline overspill? And would you want to pay for that? Because you have to. What if you pump an extra like 10 gallons? You got to pay for that.
So that's a risk you run.
And it's all over the ground. Seeping into the drain. I can't even with you.
Good God, it's cold outside.
So cold.
Thank you for joining the KCLD Playhouse. I'm JJ Katz here as well. Do we have an actual definitive answer on whether or not it's illegal? Like you can get ticketed or arrested for leaving your car while it's pumping gas.
Ashley
I know it's not recommended, but is it illegal?
Yes, it's a state law that you cannot leave your vehicle unattended while pumping fuel.
So how far away from your vehicle is technically unattended? If I can see it through the window at the gas station, is that unattended?
Keep talking.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I just feel that everybody does it.
Terry says that if you're in Benson, they will just shut your gas off if you walk away from it.
That's why I don't get gas in Benson anymore. How many times, though, be honest, you've never started pumping gas, walked in to get a cup of coffee or a pack of gum while it's... See, to me, that's efficiency. That's human efficiency because I can't do anything while I'm just standing there pumping the gas. I'm going to go in. I'm going to take care of business, TCB. I'm going to come back out. I'm going to finish. I'm going to get it up.
I don't know if this scenario is a two birds with one stone type of scenario.
Of course it is.
I think you want to just do things the right way and like make sure you don't have a gas spillover.
I read on the internet.
Oh, here we go.
That you can do it whenever you want. And I know there's 100,000 experts there and people that have gone to school for a long, long time that say you shouldn't do it. But I read on the internet it's safer to do it.
Okay, so Ashley says it is illegal. Cam says it's not illegal, but the person behind the counter can shut off the pump for not paying attention to your pump.
Okay, that's fine. And if I get back out to my car and I got to wave at them to turn it back on, fine. But I'm going to run the risk. I've done this a million times.
I think that's crazy.
I've got a truck with a big tank. And when I'm low, start, go in, take a whiz, get an energy drink, get some gum, do whatever. come back out, finishes off. Never had a problem.
But then you have to go back in to pay.
No, I pay at the pump.
So you paid twice, though. You pay for all your goods inside.
Exactly.
And then you go pay again. How silly.
Why?
What a waste of time and swipes.
Places you can't pay inside anymore sometimes.
Where?
Isn't Quick Trip pay at the pump only now?
Well, yeah, but I mean...
So there.
Like,
so what
that's
if I
a
want
lot
to
of
get gas?
back and forth.
If I want to get gas and gum, I'm not going to wait till I'm done fueling up and then go in to get a pack of gum. I'm going to get that while it's fueling.
I bet with this mindset, you even let your kids pump your gas before they were 16.
When they were 9, when they were 8, when they were 5.
Oh, my God.
How else are you supposed to learn?
It's written on the pump. What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm not a big anti-government or anti-law kind of person, but I'll tell you what. I will go to the mattress with a cop that rolls up to me while my 9-year-old is pumping gas and has a word.
Not.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, Ossifer.
I will make an example out of somebody who tells me how to pump my gas. On the notes of that, we get into a Why Your Friday Rock segment, courtesy of our friends at C&D Granite.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
Call or text now at 251-1047. Let us know why your Friday rocks with C&D Granite. Kat, you have the honors. Get us started, please.
My Friday rocks because Ozark is out.
I saw it this morning.
Ready.
Yeah.
Derek wants me to go home and start watching it. He's going to give me a foot rub tonight. That's how I'm starting my weekend. We're going to have a great dinner. And then we have basketball camp tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we have basketball sessions with Becker. And it's just going to be a weekend of sports and just hanging out at home. So I'm excited about that. And that is why my Friday rocks.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
For me, hockey weekend. We're going to split town about noon and head towards Rochester to watch the little guys play. I'm excited for that. Really like the hockey families this year, too.
Good.
They seem to be jiving well. It's fun to hang out and kind of get to know these people a little bit more and just kind of get a weekend away, especially it's going to be so cold. There's not much to do, so I'm pretty excited for that. That's kind of why my Friday rocks.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
How about you? What is Friday rock? Gabriella, tell us about it.
I'm going to go swimming this weekend and have a great day. That's my goal.
Wow, like where swimming? I mean, just, an indoor pool, or you belong to a
like
gym
a
with a pool?
hotel or something.
Will you actually get a room, or will you just go swimming?
Nope, I'll just go swimming. My girlfriend works at a hotel, so we can just go swimming.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
With C&D Granite, got to find out why Friday rocks. Sarah, you're last on the list this morning before we get into the weekend rollout. What is Friday rock?
I get to plan and pack for a weekend getaway for next weekend with my husband to Jacuzzi Tub.
So your Friday rocks today because you get to plan and pack for next weekend.
So maybe call us next weekend and tell us how your Friday rocks.
Hey, do you know how long it's been since we've had a weekend getaway?
How long? Sarah. You don't either. Okay, all right. Fun stuff today, guys. Friday rolls around, and sometimes it just hasn't been an amazing week. Take that pain and make somebody smile about it with an FML Friday in the Playhouse. Kat, you want to get us started?
Sure. Today, after confessing to my 16-year-old sister that I was only into guys younger than me, she said that was okay because she was attracted to guys in their late 40s and that an age gap was not that big of a deal. FML.
This is you when you were 18, by the way.
It actually was.
Today, a car hit me while I was on a crosswalk.
Oh, God.
The driver jumped out of her car and stopped to check if her car had any damage.
What did you do?
FML.
Today, my math class, and I had to sit through a slideshow of photos of our teacher's cat. The cat's name is Mr. Cat. FML. Those people get calendars made, and they wrap them for Christmas, and they open them, and then they're surprised. Cat people.
Today, My girlfriend of 2 years took offense to a "that's what she said" joke and blew it up, saying she doesn't like those jokes. She thinks that she is the she of all the jokes every time I guess. I tried explaining how the jokes work, but she wouldn't believe me. She says I'm just lying.
Oh, man.
FML.
Today, it took a whole year to convince my girlfriend to sleep in the same bed as me because she was afraid she'd fart. I assured her she was just being paranoid. Turns out, she farts more than anyone I've ever slept with. Combined. FML. That was always a big worry. That's a big worry.
And finally, today, my stepmom aired her opinions on how marriage and children are just shackles placed on women by men to keep them miserable, downtrodden, under control, and borderline suicidal.
Oh.
By the way, she made this speech during my wedding reception. I'm also 4 months pregnant.
Oh, my God.
FML.
Radio Paparazzi.
Oh, this is a sad announcement for everybody, including the people that invested in a trip to Las Vegas 24 hours before the opening night of her Las Vegas residency. Adele had to postpone.
I'm so sorry, but my show ain't ready. Half my crew, half my team are down with COVID. They still are. And it's been impossible to finish the show. I'm gutted and I'm sorry it's so last minute.
I feel it. I feel that she is very upset about it. And it's totally out of her control. Like, really, if you think about it, we have no control over a lot right now. And that's not fun. But she's going to make sure that she reschedules and hopefully gets these people maybe some comp tickets to hotels.
Tickets are your tickets. They're good to go. I mean, if you're flying in from out of state, I'm sure you can arrange it. It's kind of crappy that it's just so close to the start date.
Pete Davidson and fellow SNL star Colin Jost, they have purchased a Staten Island ferry. So they pooled their money together at this online auction, and $280,000 later, they have a ferry. So they're going to rehab it and put it into full service and make some money. And
that's pretty cool.
I think so, because it's a big part of Pete Davidson's life to get to New York and back to Staten Island. You know, like he took it many times. So I see that would be fun to invest in. All right. Pam Anderson, starting 2022, single again. She's getting divorced for the 5th time. That's just so much paperwork. That's a big reason
why. She's used to it now, though. She's probably pretty quick through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, her lawyers probably have everything lined up, all the yellow tabs on all the...
Re-sign and change the name on the top.
Yeah, so this one only lasted a year. She married bodyguard Dan Hayhurst, and she's been with Tommy Lee, Kid Rock. That one lasted for only 4 months. She married Rick Solomon twice.
Yeah.
And then John Peters. So, you know what I do? I enjoy that about her and J-Lo, that they love. And they want to maybe find the person that's going to stick with them till the end, but may take a few
5 times.
Yeah.
It's a lot of... I mean, at that point, won't you just want to shack up?
Maybe not. Maybe if you have that true romance in your heart. Blowing out their candles today, we have Baby Spice, Emma Bunton, not too much of a baby anymore. She is 46. Gina Davis is 66. And golfer Jack Nicklaus is 82 today.
First, we got to fire up that big wheel behind you, please. Spin. Thank you. Go ahead, but God bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Find out what kind of movie Kat's going to be acting from. We call this game And Scene. It's a comedy today.
All right.
So why don't you open up that envelope? Inside the envelope that she opened is a chunk of a popular movie. It's scripted out. And Kat, because she believes she's better than everybody else, thinks that she can act out all of the character roles. She'll attempt, and if you can be the first to call us at 251-1047, knowing what movie this is from, then you are going to be a big winner. Are you ready?
Ready.
And action.
Hey, Dana, what is it? What happened? I am Zool. I am the gatekeeper.
I know it.
I think we better get out of here. We must prepare for the coming of Gozer. And Scene.
All right. Pretty simple. I thought we gave it away. Wanted to make it super easy on a Friday. Do we know what it is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's Ghostbusters.
Hey! Is this our friend Thomas?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're
hey,
back
Thomas.
Listen to that phone, guys.
Oh, my God. Why?
Yeah,
I forgot my cell phone in the other room.
That's all right. Well, yeah, you're a winner, Thomas. Look at all this
Good
great
work.
stuff we've got for you. We got that, and then some of this, and then a couple of those, and then one of those.
And then look at this thing.
Hooray, I'm a wiener.
The Playhouse podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.